Hi everyone, I'm going to take you through the processes of how we're going to deal with request for assistance forms through to the district and the state disaster coordination centres. This is the new project and initiative that Guardian has been working with the Public Safety Business Agency and the Information Exchange platform. The current process, what you do today in the current system is you create an RFA, it's authorised by the local disaster coordinator, and currently it's emailed or faxed through to the District Disaster Coordination Centre. All of the communications at the moment are done through email or phone calls, and you have to manually go into Guardian and update those notes and when it's finalised. This all works, but we're dependent on email, and when we're talking about a lot of local disaster coordination centres communicating with district and state, this does tend to become a little bit of a messy process. There's risk of, errors in manual typing and double handling, I suppose. With the introduction of the Information Exchange platform, this whole system becomes a lot more streamlined, where all of the updates from local, district and state will be written to the Information Exchange platform, and each of those representative systems are working together with PSBA to draw and feed information through that exchange platform. So now you will still create the RFA form through Guardian. It will still be printed and signed by the local disaster coordinator, and once authorised through Guardian, it will be written to the Information Exchange platform. The DDC and SDC automatically receive data from that platform, and Guardian will automatically display the notes and attachments back through our interface. It will be through just the admin interface at this stage, and our commitment to the .NET interface will bring it in once this process is finalised and approved in this format. We've tried to keep it as similar to the current process as possible. So you select Add New Request. It opens up this form where you fill in the details of what it is that you're requiring and the type of request, whether it's a helicopter or specialist support crew, priority and so on. We have changed the complete form details so that you can actually see the form. People find that a lot easier to work with. Hopefully you like that. You just move through the form, filling out all of the details. You've still got an instructions button at the top so that you can read those further details that come with this form. You still print it. Once it's printed, it then requires the LDC to sign it off. Now, when it's been printed, it automatically generates a job in the operational status board. You'll see then that the notes actually say RFA1 created, waiting for upload. So that means we haven't yet got the endorsement from the LDC. Once the LDC has signed that report, the bulletin's automatically created. You then add the file to the bulletin, and that's the same as you're doing now. So you're uploading the signed, scanned copy to the bulletin, and the advantage of that is we've got a single point of truth. If someone else is looking at the printed copy, it's exactly the same as the scanned, uploaded copy to the bulletin. Once I've done that, I now have this box that most of you are probably familiar with to be able to say, update that information to the state or the District Disaster Coordination Centre. That's permission controlled within Guardian. When you're ready, you say yes. That triggers the information through to the Information Exchange, and district and state are now able to pick it up. Once again, within your operational status board, it updates that information to indicate that it has now been authorised, and we're just waiting for the district to actually pick that up and start putting in their notes and so on. For you to be able to see whenever there's information coming back from the Information Exchange, we've got this new big orange box that's going to appear every time we receive updates from the IXP. You could simply click on that and it will open up the further details box. This will show you most of this information is read-only information, so information the DDC has written notes, the SDC has written notes, it's been escalated and so on. There's one box that you can write in. It says reply from LDCC. You write your notes, you add your attachments, and when you're ready, you save and close with the big blue cross. This will ask you whether you're ready to actually upload this information to the IXP. So if you say yes, what will happen? back on your list of actions, it will change response required to in fact indicate LDCC has replied. So that's good. You know that you've replied to any requests actually coming through at that point. From the list, if you go view full details, it will once again open up the IXP actions. If you hit view report data, it will once again open up the form where you entered your initial data. So a lot of access from that screen. Attachments are a critical part in substantiating both why you might need a request for assistance or when the authority has been provided with invoicing or arrangements, etc. So attachments can be made from the local disaster coordination centre, the district disaster coordination centre, the state disaster coordination centre. When the action does include an attachment, the icon out here on the right hand side that looks like a paper clip indicates that there is an attachment there against that note. It was requested to us that we also provide the view all attachments button so that through one screen we can actually just view all of the attachments instead of having to go through each individual line item. When that is due to be finalised, if it is successful, you as LDC are able to select fully supplied or partially supplied by indicating that within that successful box. If it's unsuccessful, the DDC will actually mark that within their own systems. It will automatically be written back to the information exchange and it will be reflected in this white box here where it says cancelled or rejected. Within your operational status board, there is still a job relating to that RFA. It remains open so that for you within Guardian, you could still put further follow-up actions, or you could add other notes to say, even though we thought we were going to require additional swiftwater rescue teams, it's been deemed that there's not enough available in the state, so our request was rejected. I could still come in here and enter notes to say an alternate strategy. I believe this is a very big step forward in addressing integration between systems at local, district and the state disaster coordination centres. So I'm proud that qitplus has been able to deliver this. We are welcoming your feedback and your endorsement on whether you think this process is going to work effectively for your area. So please pass on your emails, your phone calls, your suggestions through Facebook. I think that this is something we can proudly take to the rest of Australia of being able to achieve the first integration between multiple systems for the benefit of a smooth running of disaster coordination across the state. So thank you for your time. Get in touch and we await for your endorsement.